What if I told you that 10 million men have essentially given up on work, choosing to step away from their careers and responsibilities? This growing trend is raising serious questions about the future of the workforce and the reasons behind it. What's causing so many to leave their jobs behind, and what does it mean for the economy and society? Stay with me until the end to uncover the truth behind why so many men are walking away from work. Today, we will talk about why 10 million men have essentially given up on work. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The numbers are shocking. In the 1950s, around 98% of men in their prime working years were either employed or actively job hunting. Today, that figure has dropped to about 88%. While this might seem like a small decrease, it actually represents more than 10 million men who are no longer part of the workforce. This shift has not been abrupt, it's been happening gradually over several decades. The trend began in the 1960s, initially as a small change, but has accelerated over time. Interestingly, this decline has persisted even during periods of economic growth, suggesting that there is a deeper structural issue at play. The reasons behind this trend are complex, potentially involving factors like changing societal expectations, advancements in automation, and shifts in the job market. Additionally, issues like mental health, lack of skilled training, or even shifts in family dynamics may contribute. What is clear is that this long-term change reflects significant shifts in both the economy and the way work is viewed by society. Understanding the underlying causes could help address this challenge, especially as more and more men remain outside the workforce despite the ongoing economic cycles. 2. It's not just about jobs disappearing. Many people assume that the decline in male workforce participation is simply due to a lack of job opportunities. However, the reality is that there are plenty of open positions, especially in fields like trades, warehouses, and service industries. The issue isn't that jobs are unavailable. It's that many men aren't willing to take them. One major factor in this decline is the contraction of the manufacturing sector, which used to provide stable, middle-skilled jobs for men without college degrees. As manufacturing jobs have disappeared, these men have found fewer opportunities for long-term, well-paying work. Another challenge is that many men view growing fields like healthcare and education as women's work. This perception has led many to dismiss these sectors despite their rapid growth and demand for workers. As a result, they miss out on potential career opportunities in industries that could provide stability and financial security. This mindset, combined with the loss of traditional jobs, has created a situation where many men are not entering the workforce, even when there are available positions. Addressing these views and encouraging men to consider new career paths could be key in helping close the workforce gap. 3. Disability and health issues. Health issues are a major factor contributing to the decline in male workforce participation. Millions of men are dealing with disabilities, chronic pain, or mental health struggles that make holding down a job difficult. After years of struggling with jobs that weren't a good fit physically or mentally, many have given up on finding work altogether. The opioid epidemic has had a particularly devastating impact on communities in the Rust Belt and Appalachia. Addiction has left many men unable to maintain steady employment. Even for those who manage to recover, criminal records related to drug offenses often create significant barriers to re-entering the workforce. This combination of physical health challenges, mental health struggles, and the long-lasting impact of addiction has made it much harder for many men to participate in the job market. The consequences of these issues are not only personal, but also have a broader effect on communities and the economy. Addressing these health concerns and providing support for recovery could help more men return to work and rebuild their lives. 4. Changing attitudes about work. Another important aspect of the issue is the changing mindset toward work. In previous generations, having a job was not just a financial necessity, but also a key part of being an adult, especially for men. Work provided a sense of pride, purpose, and identity. However, today, many men don't feel the same pressure or obligation to hold a traditional job. For some, relying on family support, government assistance, or income from side gigs like online gaming, trading, or freelance work is enough to get by. These alternatives provide a more flexible lifestyle, allowing them to avoid the structure and demands of a 9-to-5 job. Furthermore, the relationship between employers and employees has shifted dramatically over the years. In the past, companies offered stability, pensions, and long-term loyalty in exchange for the hard work and commitment of their employees. That social contract has eroded. Today, many businesses are more focused on short-term profits and cost-cutting, offering fewer benefits and job security. As a result, many workers, particularly younger men, no longer feel the same sense of duty to sacrifice and dedicate themselves to their employers. They may feel that the traditional work model no longer benefits them, leading them to disengage from the workforce or explore other, more flexible ways to make a living. This change in both societal values and the labor market has reshaped how many men view work. further contributing to the decline in workforce participation. 5. The role of technology and entertainment. Another significant factor is the impact of technology. Platforms like streaming, gaming, and social media provide constant entertainment and connection without requiring a steady paycheck. Many men are finding fulfillment and a sense of community in these virtual spaces. Experts suggest that the easy access to endless entertainment may have made traditional work feel less rewarding or even unnecessary for some. With entertainment and social connections available at the touch of a button, the need for a conventional job has less appeal. For certain men, virtual worlds offer a sense of status, achievement, and community that may feel out of reach in the real-world job market. Video games, for instance, provide measurable progress, accomplishments, and social recognition, all of which can be more immediate and satisfying than the slow, sometimes unpredictable rewards of traditional work. Additionally, the dopamine hits from social media and gaming create powerful feedback loops, where the instant gratification of online activities makes the delayed rewards of work seem less enticing. Technology hasn't just changed leisure activities, it's also reshaped the very nature of work. Automation has reduced the number of entry-level positions that once acted as stepping stones to more stable careers. Meanwhile, artificial intelligence continues to reshape industries, eliminating many middle-skill jobs and creating new high-skill roles that require extensive education and training. As a result, many men who may have once found jobs within these sectors now face an increasingly difficult job market. 6. What this means for the future. The big question moving forward is, what happens next? A shrinking workforce puts significant pressure on the economy. Fewer people working means fewer taxpayers and fewer skilled workers, which could lead to reduced productivity and slower economic growth. Moreover, with more individuals relying on benefits and social programs, the financial burden on government systems increases. For the men who have stepped away from the workforce, it could mean missing out on the sense of purpose, identity, and achievement that meaningful work provides, further deepening their disengagement. Innovation and progress can also suffer when fewer minds are contributing to problem solving. Many of the challenges we face as a society require diverse perspectives and collaboration. When a large portion of the population withdraws from productive work, communities lose their vitality and capacity to thrive. Families also face increased stress, especially when potential earners are not contributing to the household income. Perhaps the most concerning issue is the generational impact. Boys growing up in households without active male role models in the workforce are more likely to disengage from education and employment themselves. This can create a self-reinforcing cycle where the lack of male participation in the workforce becomes entrenched, passing from one generation to the next. Breaking this cycle will require not only addressing immediate economic and health challenges, but also encouraging cultural shifts and offering better opportunities for young men to engage with education and meaningful work. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.